I am a hardworking woman. I have faced the struggles every woman filmmaker has faced. Did my name at any point pop up? Yes. But because I do not belong to a clique, yet again, I have been overlooked. I will not be pressured. I will keep working hard. Thanks for overlooking me, and congrats to everyone who got recognized. The film industry is controlled by women, so if you are going to do it right, or don't do it at all. Yes, I do agree. I agree so strongly with what Ruth Kadiri, a Nollywood actress, filmmaker, producer, has said. Recently, there have been an award ceremony somewhere in Lagos, Nigeria. Some of her colleagues, female colleagues in the film industry, went home with some accolades and awards and recognition. Yes, her name did pop up or something like that, according to what Ruth Kadiri has said, but she never took an award home, and she is like calling out more Abudu for all of this. If I go through her Instagram page, she's got a comment from Annie Idibia, and she says, "Strength. See you, sis. You can't be ignored. Keep doing the incredible, amazing job you are doing. May the universe continue to be in your favor. You are a star." Yes, I do agree. You are a star, Ruth. You are a star. And there is another message from Queen Wokoma, and she says, "I love you." And she's got another message from Didi Kanem, clapping and applauding Ruth. And there is another message from a lady called Kalista Okoronkwo, and her comment is, "Truth is, you can't cover up a lantern that has been lit to give light. No matter what happens, that light must shine. A star has no hiding place. Continue to shine." Yes, I agree. And there is another comment from another lady, Oma Anandi. "My darling, you are way too good at what you do. For many years now, you have stood, faced, done the things most filmmakers haven't smelled of doing. I see you. Others do too. You are strong. Don't worry about the world's recognition. Just keep changing the game. You are powerful." I just want to say thank you to this lady, Oma Anandi, because this is exactly what I had in mind before I came across these comments on Ruth Kadiri's Instagram page. I was just going to say this. You know what? I would applaud Ruth Kadiri. I would applaud her because she is one Benin-born Edo lady that has flown a flag, and she has made Edo proud, and she has made, I'm sure, home, and she has made a lot of women proud, and she has impacted positively to many people's life in what she does, where she started from, her journey, and where she is today and where she's heading to. It is so positive. You are a motivator. What you do is motivating to people, not just in the movie industry, in other aspects and various aspects and disciplines in life. I particularly, Kirsty Valentine, I admire Ruth so much, and I'll tell you the reason why. The first film I came across that I saw Ruth Kadiri was a film called Boys Court. It was a very lovely film, and it was a film, I think that was about 13, 14, 15 years ago. They had the popular actors at that time and still popular actors of today. She was in that film at the beginning of that film, and she was younger, and that was the first film I saw of her, and I really, really, really took to her, and I saw her took various parts, various longevity. You know, sometimes they give you, like in the film, they could give you just 15 minutes or 20 minutes. In that film, they only see you for 20 minutes. But I saw her start from small roles to medium roles to larger roles, to become a writer, a producer, and a filmmaker, and an actress, and then a mother, and then a wife, and then an in-law. You don't need no accolade from the clique to tell you of your accomplishment. You don't need that. Ruth Kadiri, you are the sun that shines. Nobody tells the sun when to come out in the morning. Nobody tells the sun where to stand in the cloud. And nobody tells the sun how bright or how colorful they should shine. And nobody tells the sun when to move, to go to another side in this world to shine. The sun, the brightness and the light of the sun makes people happy. It is positive. It makes people happy. It changes people's mood. It changes people's appearance. People get excited. People get happy. If the sun comes out and people are inside their house, they all come outside. And people are happy. People are playing. It brings joy. It brings happiness. That is what you are, Ruth Kadiri. Never, never forget that. You know. So what? If you didn't get it, you don't need no accolades from that so-called clique to prove to you or make you feel that you're brilliant. You don't need that. You were brilliant before that accolade started. And in this world that we are, and in this movie industry, the entertainment industry that we are, that is not the only accolade or award. You never know. People are watching you, not just in Nigeria, from all over the world. You never know when that accolade, international accolade, is going to come knocking on your door. Leave the clique alone to where they belong. Be the sheep that stands out from the crowd, because that is what you are. I saw you grow. I saw you played different roles. I saw you interpreted it very, very well. Your movies that I watch, all the films you've been part of, you've played, I've enjoyed it so much. Do you know why? Because in these films, you're natural. You act naturally. You play so well. Excuse me. There is one film you watched when I watched. I was laughing all through, and there was a lot to learn from that film. That film, this guy was in the city. He lived in a very posh place. He had a posh girlfriend, and he was tired of it, and he wanted to go to the village to go and marry a village girl who would listen to him. He's not so posh. And you happen to be the village girl who embarrassed him so much when you came to the city. I mean, I remember I've watched it once or twice this year, and then last year on Rock TV here in London. And in that film, when your husband asks you in that film, right, the guy who played the character of your husband, when he asks you, when last did you have your bath, you say you had your bath 2 weeks ago. It was so hilarious. It was so funny. You made me so laugh. You made me laugh so loud and so much. I really, really enjoyed it. So this is why I love to watch you, because I never get tired of the characters that part you play. I've seen a lot of Nigerian Nollywood films that come on Rock TV where it's got your logo and it says Ruth Kadiri Productions. And when the first time I saw it, I was like, wow, this is growth. You started from somewhere, you grew, and you have grown, and you are still growing, and you have a lot to learn. Listen, I'm sure you know the American actor Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood is almost 90-something, or if not 90-something now. He was nominated for the Oscars so many times. He refused to go. He wasn't even going for the Oscar ceremony in Hollywood. I mean, that is the ultimate. When you have been awarded or nominated for the Golden Globes Award, that alone, just nominated, is a big deal. And he was nominated for the Oscars. His films were nominated. He's an actor, writer, director, producer. You know, and this, I'm talking of Clint Eastwood. You know, he was in a film in the 60s, Wild Wild West, it was a Western film, a cowboy film called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly with Van Cleef. He is a top Hollywood actor. He is known worldwide. He won so many accolades worldwide, but he never got the Oscar. You want to tell me he's not good? No. He didn't get the Oscars award because it wasn't his time. It wasn't. He went to Cannes. He won several awards from Cannes. He went to the French Riviera. He won so many awards. He won the BAFTAs. But when it came to his own homeland, when it came to winning the Oscar, he never won it. People who were not even born when he started making films or being in films were coming, and they were winning. They were taking home the Oscars. And it was like people were just walking past him and they were leaving him at the back and they were going forward. And he stopped going to the Oscar ceremony. He said he wasn't going to go. And do you know what he did? He concentrated on directing. He concentrated on his films. He wrote his films. He got the writers. He got the producers. He concentrated making his own films, and his films were blockbusters. Hollywood could not ignore Clint Eastwood anymore, and he finally won his Oscars at an age you wouldn't expect him to win. He was over 80 when he won. So, Mo Abudu or no Mo Abudu, she's no God. She's no God. Do not lick nobody's boots. Ruth Kadiri, please. I don't know you, but I read the article. I'm your fan. I love your movie. I love your growth. I admire your growth. Not just love and admire your growth. I respect and I have high regards for your growth. From where you started from to where you are today. From where you started from and from where you are today, how you have trained yourself, the resilience, and how you have allowed yourself to learn and to grow. You have grown. You taught yourself. You lectured yourself. You learned a lot. And I tell you, it don't come easy. In a climate in Nigeria, it don't come easy. In a climate where the traditions and culture and the beliefs, the norms, it's not really on the female side. A woman is constantly discriminated against. Rather than looking at the intelligence of a woman, admiring it, they feel intimidated and they want to oppress her. You survived. And you are Ruth Kadiri. There is no way in this world, especially within the Nigerian diaspora community all over the world, that your name is not known. Ruth Kadiri, yes. You are known. So you don't need no accolades from Mo Abudu. She is not the Oscars. She's not God. She has, okay, yes, she is successful in her own career. You are successful in your own career. Let me tell you something, Ruth Kadiri. I'm sure you know of your colleague, a very good colleague. He was a very good actor, a seasoned actor, a handsome man. He's married now. He's got children. His name is Gideon Okeke. He was in Tinsels. Still ongoing and still filming. Very nice drama on TV. And he had a run-up. He had the same issues with Mo Abudu. Let me read to everyone and to you, Ruth Kadiri, what he said. What he said, he jumped on social media. That was last year, July 2020. He recalled the incident, the ugly incident and the threatening incident he had with Mo Abudu. And he said that she simply did not like his truthfulness and went as far as saying no one will call him for jobs when Tinsels end. I'm sure you know the ongoing drama, soap drama going on TV, Tinsels. Yeah. And he basically thanks her for reminding him that there is God and that God is not her. Basically what he said, he reiterates and narrates what the ugly incident that happened between himself and Mo Abudu. And this is what actor Gideon Okeke said. He said, Mo said to him, "You will never find work in this industry. Let nobody touch this idiot with a 10-foot pole. Let me see what work you will get in this industry when Tinsels end." That's what actor Gideon Okeke said that Mo Abudu said. But today, according to Gideon Okeke, he said, Tinsel still fames. I am still finding work. In fact, creating work for me and my friends. I just want to thank her for reminding me that there is God and God is not her. Do you see that? You see, when you are oppressed, when you're being discriminated against, when you're being sidelined, always remember that your light that shines on you, it's not be given to you by any man or any woman, no matter how powerful they think they are, no matter what position they think they are, no matter how much money they think they got. The thing is that God is not them. And that person is not God. You see, sometimes you go through these things because you have to go through that. That's life. But I tell you, Ruth Kadiri, you are a brilliant entertainer. You are a creator. And it is not easy to write, to create things, to produce, to act, to direct. It is not easy. And sometimes you have that creativity block, and it's not easy to hold it, to hold that pole, to hold that position for years in that industry. When you have a lot of people coming, young people coming into that industry and going, it's a lot. Yeah. So what transpired between actor Gideon Okeke and Mo Abudu happened 7 years ago. So that means he narrated this story in 2020. It happened 7 years ago. That means by last year, while he narrated this story, that incident, the ugly incident happened between himself and Mo Abudu in 2013. And he said, exactly 7 years ago, it was in Tinapia Studios, Calabar at 3 p.m. He said, I never forgot, but I forgave. If you were in the room that day and you witnessed that episode, now be the judge. What did Gideon do to warrant such a deep sentencing? I was so made to apologize for my truth, being too truthful. When Moses became the Pharaoh, folks will try to take food out of your mouth for not playing their kind of politics, and that's why we say Nigeria is a killer of dreams. My flaws is not being able to hold my truth in my stomach, my bad. But if you sit in shit long enough, soon you will get used to the stench. I will always pray to be a testimony. Today again, I testify in truth. God is good to me. I run the gauntlet, but still I rise. My mom's prayers have long been answered. This is just the date of its manifestation. God be praised. Let me repeat what transpired, what he said. He said, you will never find work in this industry. Let nobody touch this idiot with a 10-foot pole. Let me see what work you will get in this industry when tinsels fails. You know what? No man is God, no woman is God. I always say, I don't pray negatively for anybody. I always say that an aristocrat can become a pauper. A pauper can become an aristocrat. No position, no situation is permanent. Everything in life is subject to change. If you have doubts, I will say to you, by January 2020, did we think we will have coronavirus that have claimed a lot of people's life and we'll all be in lockdown, that our lifestyles, our economic situation would have changed individually? No. So everything is subject to change. A lot of people who were poor, who had a side catering business, are millionaires today. Because a lot of people were not going out. They couldn't go to the market. They were cooking and supplying food to people, and they were making money. Ordinary delivery drivers made a lot of money, and they are still making money today. So this is why I say a pauper can become an aristocrat, and an aristocrat can become a pauper. Listen, Ruth, you don't need no clique, no whatever award they did not call you for, they did not recognize you for. It's not your time. It's not your time. You don't need that to measure up your success or your hard work. I read somewhere where a lady was saying that instead of Ruth to complain, she should go and work harder and be better. You know, Nigeria is a place where the rich oppress the not so rich. Nigeria is a place where those in position oppress those that are below them. I mentioned this in one of my videos some few months back, if not last year. My experience when I was in secondary school, and as well as when I was in art school at Auchi Polytechnic, how a tutor constantly bullied me and oppressed me because I wouldn't give in to him. This was a man who was married, and he was having children with his wife. He was busy sleeping with my cousin, and he was sleeping with a lot of girls in that school, in that department. And if they refused to, he would fail them. Nobody was answering. He made a lot of people miserable. A lot of students that I started my first year with, some of them did not come in the second semester or third semester. Some of them did not even come in the second year because they were frustrated out. That was abuse of power, and nobody was doing anything about it. And then you find out that the girls who could not draw a straight line, didn't even have the talent, had their certificates, and went on to serve in NYSC because they were able to stretch and open their legs as wide and as long as possible. Yes. But at the end of the day, they now found out that this man who even made himself the head of department, a HOD, wasn't even qualified. He had no qualifications, and that the certificate he brought was fake. So I'm not saying this is the case with you, Ruth Kadiri, when you were nominated. But what I'm trying to say is that you are already the sun and you are shining. Sunlight and light will always overshadow darkness. That is the society you live. Click, 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 click. It leads nowhere. Listen, do your thing and continue to do your thing. You see, and in the process of that, don't lick nobody's boot, don't bow down for nobody. Because you know your worth, you know your talent. Your talent and your hard work and your creativity speaks for itself. You don't need no little image and then you wear a beautiful long dress and get the makeup artist to do your hair and makeup and stand with all the lighting and everybody's Kadiri to justify or satisfy and make you feel that your hard work is being recognized. Your hard work is not unrecognized. Don't misunderstand me. Your hard work is seen and known by everybody. You don't need something like an image to give you that recognition. Those who value you more, not necessarily in that Nigeria, will give you your accolades. And if you don't get that accolades, that all this clique you are talking about, had, it's not the end of the world. It's not going to stop you. Some of those people that want those accolades, I'm sure you have given them jobs or given them parts in your own film production. Yes, I'm sure. So does that make you not qualify? No, you are better off. Do not bow down to nobody. You are doing your own. You're successful. You know, so somebody like me, I don't belong to any female old school girls association. I don't belong to any women's church meeting. I don't belong to any social club. I don't belong to any family meeting. In fact, I have never been somebody like that. You know, and if you don't like me because I'm not part of it, so be it. Don't like me. Go your way, I go my way. In fact, I will have peace to concentrate and focus on the right things I need to do in my life. I don't like distraction. You click, 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 click. Not that they like themselves, so they don't. Click, 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 click. So let them click and click and click and go and magnet barbed wire. That's not your business. Continue to do what you are doing. You don't need no more Abudu's, ACCOLADE or whatever. You know, if I were in your position, if I know you personally, Ruth Kadiri, I wouldn't even allow you to go on any social media platform to talk about it or to write it there. I would not allow you to do it. I would not allow you to do it. Sometimes when something hurts you, when you have been when someone has slapped you on your face and rubbed it on your face, swallow the spit. It is no matter how painful it is, swallow the spit and rise above it. The way, okay, now you have gone to the social media to talk about it. Oh, people are okay, he pain and he dey pain. That's what they are going to be taking. Don't give anybody the key to laugh at you and make mockery at you. Overlook it. Overlook everything. Continue to make your movies. Your fans will be your fans, and you will claim and receive and get new fans. People, more and more people will admire what you do. People who know your journey they know your worth. A lot of people started Nollywood before you and they left. A lot of people came into Nollywood. They made so much noise after you. Today they are no more. They burn out. But you are still there. And that takes a lot of strength. So I applaud you. And for all your fans around the world, we applaud you. If you don't need a statue to prove your worth. So I would say continue riding high. Nobody tells the sun how to shine. Nobody tells the sun how bright it should shine. Nobody tells the sun when to come and stand, or where to stand in the cloud, or where to come, when or where to come out in the morning. And you are that light, Ruth Kadiri. So thank you very much for tuning on to my channel. It's your favorite babe, your favorite Titi, Kirsty Valentine.